Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome to Ostriv patch 5. So it's finally here, we've finally got chickens, chicken coops, so that's kind of a cool feature that's been added into the game. So I've set one off for constructing, one of the chicken coop buildings, so we'll leave that to work its thing. So chickens, they are adding meat and eggs as two new types of food material that can be farmed. It's obviously great. They're kind of a bit of a basic feature at the moment, but based on the feedback he gets from this patch 5, is going to implement more features for them as we go forward into patch 6 and stuff like that, so that's kind of something to look forward to. Another change which is supposed to have happened is we've supposedly had some optimization changes, but so far, I mean, I found it to be exactly the opposite. I found it to be really unstable at the moment. I can't load, I've had to, if you follow me, you know that I have been doing like an Ostriv playthrough. I've done sort of up to episode 22 or 23 where we're sort of about 230 people population. I can barely get them to load at all. If they do load in, then they're drawing like 65% of my GPU capacity. And considering, well, my GPU is an NVIDIA GTX 1070, not the greatest GPU in the world, but it's not exactly a slouch either. So it's kind of surprising that it can't, it's almost on the limit at that, and it's just causing it to be really unstable. It's just drawing far too many resources for me. So even on this village with only 80 people, this is now my sort of, I don't know what number we're on now, 5th or 6th attempt at recording this this episode. So yes, it's proving to be pretty unstable. So I'm trying to run it just in short bursts to get this chicken hut built, without putting too much strain on the game by moving around too much or running it in fast forward mode too much. So we'll set that as a high priority. So hopefully this will get built while we talk about the other features. So some of the other changes that have happened. Previously, there's kind of a bit of a bug exploit you could do where once a failed nutrients had worn itself out, you could actually just delete the field, demolish that field, and replace it with another one, and it would suddenly go back to being 100%. And it's just, obviously, some people just a little bit of a cheaty exploit you can do. But that's now changed. Land now has memory, so if you delete a field and just rebuild another one immediately back on top of it, it will have exactly the same nutrients as it did before, and it will make no difference to your game. Another cool little feature they've introduced is labour limits. So it's not so much on this one, although we've got 3 farms here. In the higher options, we now have the ability to set labour limits. It's one of the problems I found is that once you hit harvest time, one of the farms will hit harvest time first, and it will say, oh, I need 20 labourers to come and pick all my cabbages or my potatoes or whatever it is. And suddenly all those 20 labourers will go there, and that will be all my spare idle population will fill those roles. And then a day or two later, another farm will go, oh, we've got all these sunflowers to pick, and suddenly there aren't any spare labourers because they're all currently assigned to the potato farm. So here you can limit the number of labourers to say, 5 here. So once this farm hits harvest time, it will hire immediately 5 labourers, but it will leave enough free so that we can say the sunflower farm can also get a number of labourers, and whatever that is, hemp. Oh no, it's wheat, sorry. Then the wheat farm can also get a number of labourers. So it's kind of spreading the load around, giving a few more options. So other things we may have to look forward to in the future is it's sort of hinted that patch 6 is going to be a little bit shorter in duration than the gap between patch 4 and patch 5. It's been a couple of months since the last update, but we can expect patch 6 to be out a little bit quicker. And there's also been on his Twitter a few little hints and spoilers that we may be getting some larger boats, which is something definitely which will be absolutely awesome if we introduce things like trading ships. Currently we only have obviously small little rowboats available in the game, things like this. If we got to introduce larger trading ships and introduce sort of water-based trading as well, that would be absolutely awesome. Plus it would give us an opportunity perhaps to expand the current trade mechanics we have in the game. Currently we just have basic trade with the 3 surrounding towns, so that would be a really nice update. So it's something we've got to look forward to in the future. So unfortunately I'm having just a few too many bugs with the game at the moment, so we can't quite get the chicken hut to actually be built. But you still get to see it. We can still have a little bit of a look at it. What will it actually look like once it is fully built? It's quite a nice little building, little thatch roof building, sort of in keeping with the rest of the buildings in the village, which is going to be quite a cool little addition. I know developers said it's having a few bugs at the moment, and there's going to be a couple of hot fixes coming out shortly. So hopefully over the next couple of days I'll be able to get back up and running. Because I'd kind of like to be able to continue with our little Ostriv episode that we've got going. We've got quite a nice little population up and running. I just think it's struggling a little bit at the moment for me. So, thanks for watching this episode. Sorry it's sort of a little bit strange in the middle with a little bit of cut and edit here and there. But I've sort of took about 10 shots at trying to film this, trying to get this game to run smoothly. So, it's making life a little bit difficult for me. But thanks for watching. The patch really is kind of a cool update. It's nice that it continues to release more features, and he's really conscious of the fact that it's taking a long time sometimes between patches, which is nice to see from a developer. We're not getting months and months and months with no update or no word from him. It's nice to know that the development is still progressing. So hopefully we'll be all back and running shortly, and we'll have more Ostriv videos coming out. So if you're looking forward to more Ostriv videos, let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel for more Ostriv content, and thanks guys, I shall see you on the next episode.